The tale of the NICU is well known. It's the story of superheroes fighting for their lives. We focus on the strengths of little ones who overcome more in their first moments on Earth than some do in a lifetime. And this year, our goal is to expand the NICU narrative, to give a voice to the unsung heroes and shine a spotlight on the experience of the NICU dad. The hardest moment of having twins in the NICU was feeling powerless. In a moment when you're supposed to be the dad, the strong one, feeling weak. But what I learned is that that's okay, and it set the stage for a lifetime of knowing that the right thing to do is to ask for help and rely on the experts.
Being a firefighter, we see every situation imaginable, and we're used to helping get those situations under control. Having a baby in a NICU is a totally different experience. You have no control. You feel kind of helpless, and honestly, you're scared. It's still kind of hard to put it in words. Luckily, we have a great family, and yeah, you want to be there for your child in a NICU, but it's hard because you can't be there all the time.
We got maybe 30 seconds or so with the kids, and then they were off. We said, no, that's not how this goes. This is not how it's planned. Seeing him was emotional for me because he was so tiny.
When my wife came out, she was still very highly sedated, and I'm sitting there trying to put it together and hold everything together to try to explain to her that our son is really struggling, and our daughter seems to be doing okay, but I don't know how to handle this. It was just not knowing if she was gonna make it through the night, if something was gonna happen, if her oxygen levels were gonna go down. Unfortunately, our son Landon did not make it through based on lung capacity, but my daughter did. At that time, I was home with my 2-year-old son, taking him to school, working a full-time job, 2 big Great Danes at home. My daughter was 89 days in the NICU, and that's where our journey began.
A NICU experience will teach you that one must be strong enough to stand alone, smart enough to know when you need help, and brave enough to ask for it.
It's really important to have a strong support group, family, friends, or programs like the Superhero Project that help let you know that there's other people that are going through the same emotions, same problems, everything that rolls into having a child in a NICU.
When your child's in the NICU, it's a very trying time on you, your family, your friends, everybody that you know.
My name's Pat, and I'm a NICU dad.
My name is Dan, and I'm a NICU dad.
I'm Sal, and this is Chloe, and I'm a NICU dad.
How we handle our fears will determine where we go with the rest of our lives.
So my name is Justin Gallagher. I am a proud NICU parent of Connor and Curran. My wife is Kelly Gallagher. We founded together the Superhero Project to really bring families together to care for families in the NICU and really bring as much support as possible. So after the boys came home and Kelly and I reflected on what they went through, Kelly and I started a GoFundMe through Facebook, and we were able to raise several $1,000s. With that money, we're able to develop and procure care packages for families in the NICU. 6ABC got wind of that, and they wanted to do a story and an interview.
Just the care packages were huge to get as a family member, just because you felt like people knew what you were going through. Some people experience a NICU for 2 weeks, some people experience it for 3 months. It affects everybody's life differently. Every one of them is a big impact, and getting a package to say your child was a NICU graduate, or having things that you could go to and take a book that you could read to your child, having that compassion and having that circle of almost family, like they become family at that point, and they truly care about you. And they've been through what you've been through and experienced. It was huge.
So my wife helped create PJs with a Smile, and it's a small package that comes with a set of pajamas, a robe, and some tea. She includes a handwritten note to let them know, like, there's others that have gone through this too, and you have help if you need it.
When I was taking care of my kids at home, I was not able to spend that time in the NICU with Connor and Curran. And we had the idea to come up with a way to insert camera technology into the isolates so that families who are in similar situations are able to see their kids remotely.
I could say from firsthand experience how important those cameras really were. They benefited us tremendously from a comfort standpoint. We were able to show our family her in the incubator, and they never met her. No one was allowed in there, so our family wanted to see her, so just by pictures we could show her, but we were able to actually turn the camera on and let them see her and feel like they're part of it a little bit more deeper. That comfort is huge, just being able to turn it on and see your child and knowing that they're moving around and they're breathing and someone's tending to them and taking care of them. It's huge to see that, and it was the most comforting thing we had at that point.
It's not until someone has the opportunity to use their voice and share their perspective that one can fully appreciate the impact that small gestures and random acts of kindness can have. Tonight, we invite you to make your voice heard, share your experience, and help us as an organization look to the future and further our work in helping all families in their time of need.
So I think, one day for Connor and Karen, we hope that they realize that the day that they were born really set forth in motion the birth of the Superhero Project and being able to help the hundreds and thousands of families that we've reached out to thus far. So the inspiration I would hope that other families walk away with is that there is always hope, and through great strength you can overcome things that are scary and unknown to you.
My hope with Superhero Project is that it continues to grow and expand and help NICU families throughout the area, and then hopefully the rest of the United States and maybe even the world.
We're so thankful for the Superhero Project, and our hopes for the Superhero Project are to keep growing and help out and extend to every other family that has to experience the NICU.
Superheroes.
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 Unite.